Peace Collective. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here, for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, today we are going to tap into a quick spur of the moment deep dive reading. Okay, today we're going to tap into the energy around Nicki Minaj and the detainment, the arrest that she went through today over at the airport in Amsterdam, okay, in the country of the Netherlands. So if you guys, are up to speed, even if you're not a Nicki Minaj fan, that's fine. It's been a really crazy day, it seems as though, for Nicki Minaj. Okay, so she was supposed to be traveling from Amsterdam into the UK. Okay, she was supposed to have a show for her tour in Manchester, the United Kingdom. And it seems as though she had a run-in with the authorities at the airport. She was detained and everything, okay? Had her luggage searched multiple times. She went on a series of tweets on her account and recorded live video of the interaction that she had with the law enforcement there at the airport. So it seems like a little bit of a fishy situation, okay, even though she was detained for the presence of marijuana being found in the luggage that she was traveling with. And we do know, Nicki is a smoker, okay? The people that she travels with are smokers as well, clearly. So it's understandable, but at the same time, if you guys are tapped in, you're spiritual people, you have a third sense, you know what I mean? Something just wasn't sitting right with me spiritually with this, so I wanted to tap into the energy around this and see what was really going on. Okay, of course, I can imagine she was really nervous or kind of scared being, in a totally different country. Going in their jails is probably totally different than how they are here in America, just how they treat people, especially people of color, in other countries versus here in America. It's a totally different ball game over there, especially when it comes to traveling with, in this case, drugs, okay, marijuana. But let's just get right into this and see what the energy is surrounding her at this time and the energy around the arrest just in general. Was this a sabotage? Was this a setup? You know what I mean? Are there people behind the scenes trying to pull strings to affect her money and her tour success? Okay. As you guys know, again, if you are familiar with Nicki Minaj, she's been talking about this for a while, how, the machine, aka the music industry, it can be very vile, very shady business can go on that we don't necessarily know as far as the general public. So let's just take some time and tap into this. Okay, at this time of the recording, she is out of police custody. She still is in Manchester, okay, in the UK at this time. So prayers up for her, sending her nothing but love and light at this time. So let's start with a couple oracle cards and then we'll dive into some tarot to clarify and see what's going on with this. Okay, Spirit, please protect me and my viewers as we tap into this energy. Please allow us to see what is going on with clear and concise messages around Nicki Minaj and this arrest that happened in Amsterdam. Spirit, thank you. Let's give us clear and concise messages. If you guys like these type of readings, the deep dives, I do have an entire playlist already curated on my channel for celebrity culture, music, entertainment, readings, and things like that, okay? So if you guys are into stuff like that, make sure you guys definitely check out the playlist I have curated for these deep dives specifically, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna get one more of these and then we'll get started. Thank you. All right. So this first card that I'm seeing, okay, it says abundance. Okay, so it says keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So the fact that this abundance card was the first one out, it's a girl on this card. Looks like she's throwing up a bunch of money in the air, very excited, very happy. So this automatically tells me this has to do with money or the amount of abundance in financial terms that somebody is obtaining or that somebody has. Okay, outside of the money thing though, you can have abundance in all avenues, right? Emotionally, physically, monetarily, right? So just, I feel like in general, Nicki Minaj has a very positive attitude about her, a very positive mindset, and she even made sure to apologize and let the Barbs of Manchester know how apologetic she was and how grateful she is for them, you know. And that's always something that seems to be a reoccurring thing with Nicki. She's very grateful and very appreciative of her fans and where she's at in her life at this time, okay? It says manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So as you know, like the last couple of months, things have been going very well for her. Okay, she dropped an album in December, started her tour in March. She did a lot of press runs for her album, and things have been looking on the up and up. She even just announced a day before this incident with her getting arrested in Amsterdam, she just announced that she's going on a second leg of the Pink Friday 2 tour in the United States by the end of the year. So she's got a lot of big things going on with her on the back end that haven't necessarily shown face to the general public yet. Okay, she's got her Pink Friday nails as well, her shoes. So she's got her hands in a lot of different pots as far as her money goes. Okay, and I feel like she has a very positive attitude, even in the midst of her going through that situation with the authorities there. Okay, then I have a card here that says clock. Okay, need time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. Yeah, so it's interesting because with that time to heal, okay, I feel like she's gonna need some time. Of course, I'm sure that's mentally and emotionally taxing, especially again being a woman of color by herself in a situation like that, where you've got 4 or 5 men trying to order you into a police van. You don't know where you're going, what's gonna happen next, if you're gonna be detained there for long periods of time. Okay, so I feel like this could be something, even though she doesn't wear it, show it to us, the general public or her fans. I feel like this is something she's really going to need some time to heal from emotionally, or it's something that's going to be a reoccurring memory in, in her subconscious for a while in the future, So again, she's very blessed. She knows that she's in a great position in her life versus a lot of other people. She knows that if she wasn't who she is, right, or was able to pay the fine that she was given from the authorities there, she knows that it could have been a much worse situation possibly. So again, I feel her being very grateful and just so thankful that things didn't go worse than what they did. Okay, then I have another card here. It says seduction. Okay, attraction, flirting, and you guys know we're not talking about relationships, romance at this time, so we're going to tie this in once we get a little bit further into the reading. Okay, but it says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and the last thing on this card, it says third party interference. Okay, and when we apply third party situations, third party interference in a relationship, that means there's somebody else in the picture, right? In this case, third party interference, it's more than just Nicki, right, and the authorities that were present at the time of her arrest. So that goes to show me, like, this again has something to do with her money. It has something to do with the progress that she's made over the last year, the last 6 to 8 months. Okay, what she's doing and the type of time she's on with this clock here. It's something that a lot of these artists are not doing, whether they've been in the game for 10, 15 years or for 5 minutes. She's on a totally different playing field, basically, when it comes to her business moves, her tour, how she's making money, okay? But third-party interference, that's a red flag to me. I don't like it. So that goes to show that somebody may have had a hand in this situation that took place, okay? Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing camera. Okay, it says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and make memories. So of course, you guys, I'm sure if you guys have been up to speed with what's going on, she does have a lot of this documented on camera. She was literally on Instagram Live when all this was going down in real time. Okay, so she's got a lot of like proof, she's got evidence, she's got things on camera. So if she does try or decide to like take this to court in one way, shape, or form, or move forward legally with how they've, you know, basically ruined her show, okay, ruined the time frame of her getting to her show on time, she's going to be able to back it up because she's got everything documented, okay, either from what she said on Twitter, from her personal account, or again on the Instagram tip. And with that camera card coming out, that makes me feel as though the higher ups or people in the media are going to make it try to seem, okay, with that word perception, they're going to try to make this seem one way that it really wasn't, okay? And I do feel like there are people that were watching this unfold and trying to see what would come out of this, okay? Again, with that third party interference. Let's get one more oracle deck really quick, guys, and then we'll jump into the tarot. All right, if this is making any sense to you, if you guys like these types of readings, you like the vibes here on the channel, definitely leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you know. I love to interact with you guys, okay? Why is this energy here, Spirit? Thank you. Why is this energy here? Wow, another memory card. Okay, so again, like I said before, this is definitely going to be something that is going to sit on her mind for a while. Okay, something that she's going to replay in her memory while she's, you know, kind of getting over this or accepting what happened, and really coming to terms with it, because I feel like she still may be in this moment of like shock that this happened, especially, and it was kind of like out of her control, you know what I mean? And then I have another card underneath. It says protest. Okay, it says inadequacy, sue, and attention. So I think her putting everything on Instagram Live, documenting it in live time, you know, in real time on Twitter, was her way of making sure that the public saw what was going on and that we knew, just in case, again, like the media, these bloggers or certain outlets, okay, or again, the powers that be, to make sure that we don't get the story twisted, or, you know, if they do try to like twist and turn the story in one way, shape, or form, she's got everything already documented, right, from her own perspective. So she was kind of one step ahead of the game when it comes to that, in a way, you know. Look at this, another third wheel card. Okay, enemy, distrust and flirtatiousness. Interesting. So again, with that third party energy, there was definitely something here that happened, or I should say there was definitely somebody else involved with what happened. It's not just the two parties. Two parties would be Nicki and the law enforcement, okay? Nicki and the people at the airport. There's definitely somebody else kind of behind the scenes here. And the thing about this card, the third wheel, there's a woman in the middle, but then you have the two people on the side holding hands behind the girl in the middle. So these two, okay, the third party and another entity here, are in cahoots. It's like they're fully aware of what's going on, you know, they're holding hands, but the person in the middle is not. Okay, so I feel like, again, she was completely caught off guard with this, you know, and she knows that the industry kind of has it out for her in a way. So they'll do what they can, again, to make the story sound bad or make her look crazy. And even just the headlines, like all these headlines I'm saying, it was like, they found drugs in her bag. Drugs. We're like, okay, can you be more specific? It was marijuana, okay? It wasn't like a hard drug, like how somebody may immediately jump to when they hear something about drugs in the airport. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's brain could immediately jump to a hard drug, pills, cocaine, or whatever, right? When in reality, it was just marijuana. So enemy, distrust, this third wheel energy is involving people that she does not trust. She views them as people that are enemies to her. Okay, let's continue. Wow, okay, the death card here. Wow, yeah, it says endless harm and inevitable. Wow. Okay. I don't want to just jump off the porch and just say, okay, like they wanted her life to end necessarily, but they're definitely like a third party behind the scenes is definitely trying to like put an end to her, or put an end to her public image, even possibly. Again, I saw a card that said camera with perception. So just the way we view her, it's like they want to end how the public views her and make her look bad or make her look crazy, okay? Or again, just put an end to all this abundance that she has been receiving, guys. Okay, and with this clock card, I'm hearing clock it, like clock the T. You know, she's very on the ball, she's very on point, but there's only so much that she can say publicly without the powers that be, the people in charge, you know, really unleashing on her. So it's like a tit for tat game is what I'm getting with her and the higher ups in the industry. Okay, and of course I don't have a name of exactly who it could be. Once we get into the tarot, maybe like certain clues will help us kind of clarify, but the people that control the industry, you know, the higher ups, the powers that be, the billionaires, the people in the suits, they're not necessarily always people that we see or that we have access to. Okay, a lot of those folks, we have no idea who they are, or never heard of them before. Okay, but I am seeing a lot of speculation online about this possibly being attached to Rock Nation, and again, possibly other labels that she's not necessarily signed to. She's not making money for them besides her own label here, that they want to see the end of her, basically. Okay, is what I'm getting. Wow, this card says right. Okay, and if you guys see the image on this card, it's literally a girl levitating over a ritual circle. Okay, that's like the short term for right, a ritual. Okay, ceremony, mystery, and magic. Wow, okay, I'm really not liking this energy at all. So she could have people even doing like death magic on her, or again, like perception magic, manipulation, okay? Lying and manipulating energy, or manipulating how people should feel or think or perceive things is a type of magic, guys, okay? It may seem very surface level, but I feel like there's a lot going on behind the scenes here, and this is more than just physical. This is spiritual warfare as well, okay? And Nicki does always talk about her connection and her relationship with God, and again, being very grateful that God has allowed her to be in the position that she's in. And I think this is something she's going through with, again, this third wheel people, the people that we don't necessarily see or hear about all the time, okay? They could be doing like literal like death magic, beauty magic. Again, just trying to sabotage or create the end for her here is what I'm getting. Wow, yeah, and I have disturbance at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, obscure, irritation, supernatural. Yeah, it's like, that's crazy. These people could be conjuring up certain entities and stuff like that to try to like, again, like attach themselves to her, or again in her energy or something. Ooh, yeah, this is crazy. I was not expecting this energy so early on, guys. I really wasn't. But let's continue. Let's get into some tarot and see what else we can get from this. This is this doesn't really just seem like, you know, a running with the laws because you had an illegal substance in a country where it is legal. Now, yes, of course, traveling across state lines or traveling to different countries, different jurisdictions, even just going to the airport, you know, in the same country you live in or in the same state, the laws are completely different, okay? So I understand why somebody may argue that, well, she shouldn't have had drugs in her bags while trying to travel. I get it. But this seems to be very targeted, very specific, because she was with other people. She had a security guard there, of course, you know, her team. The security basically came forward and said that the marijuana, the pre-rolls that were found were his, so he took accountability for it. So why wasn't the security guard arrested? Why just Nicki? You know, and this is giving me, I'm hearing like Jeffrey Epstein. If you guys are familiar with that whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, you know, he was put in jail, found guilty and all of that, but turns out he ended up dying in prison after not even being there for so long. And it was a weird energy, very weird, mysterious death. Apparently he hung himself, but people don't really believe that. It's just giving like murder mystery is what I'm hearing, you know. This is very weird. It's very strange, and I don't like this energy that has come out already. So let's see, what was it, this energy around Nicki Minaj and this arrest in Amsterdam, Spirit? Thank you. Let's see. All right, let's start with these. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles here. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Again, having to do with money and finances. And then 2 of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The 2 of Swords can indicate a decision needing to be made, but somebody being at a stalemate. That's also kind of the energy of like knowing what's best for you or knowing what you should do, but then it may be a little bit hard, a little difficult to make that decision. So instead of making a move, this is being in the energy of not making one at all. Okay, this is also being blinded to what's going on around you, you know. This is like that energy of taking off the rose-colored goggles. And then I have the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this was like this job. Okay, 8 of Pentacles have to do with work, being very focused. Okay, putting in a lot of attention into detail, a lot of focus here. But just in general, it's a card of work. And then the 6 of Pentacles here, that's unearned income. Somebody that's giving you charity or assisting you in one way, shape, or form, or offering you money. Okay, this is like, you do me a favor and I'll do you one. Or you do this for me, I'll make sure you get paid. Okay, and the fact that that's the first card coming out, I mean, you even have a guy on this card with the Libra scales, what could have to do with justice, okay, karma, law. He's literally giving out money to beggars here. So I feel like this job, this was a job and it was paid for, basically, okay? And then this 2 of Swords being here, that's also like a blockage energy. It's like they literally tried to like block her from going to work. Basically, okay? They blocked her from being able to make money, which would, on the back end, which would be the show in Manchester, okay? It had to be postponed. When stuff like that happens, or for example, if a artist goes over their time at a show, there's a lot of hefty fines that come with that, canceling last minute and all of that. So I definitely see that there was an interference here, some type of blockage to her money, to her income, to her work, and it was paid for, basically, okay? And this has nothing to do, okay, guys, please, I'm literally just reading cards, so there's no reason to be taking this personally. I don't take it personally whatsoever. I'm literally just reading cards and I'm channeling energy, okay? So please don't get in the comments beating me up, getting upset and all rah because it's not what you want to hear, okay? I don't want to hear this either. I don't want to be reading like this. I don't want this energy to come out, but I'm literally reading what's showing itself to the table and what I'm getting intuitively and while I'm channeling. So again, if you're gonna get in the comments, please, I love to interact with you guys, but keep it respectful. Okay, if you don't have anything nice to say, then, or nothing to add that's beneficial to this situation, then don't say anything at all. Simple as that. Okay, respectfully. Okay, but let's continue. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm seeing the 5 of Wands just try to flip over, guys, so I'm going to keep it. Let's see, let me get one more. Yeah, okay, 5 of Wands. This is like a fighting, a bickering energy, okay, a disturbance, disruption, disarray, disagreements. Okay, then I have the Page of Wands and then the 9 of Pentacles here as well, guys, okay? The Page of Wands is interesting because it's supposed to talk about good news, somebody wanting to communicate or wanting to talk. That's also somebody who is very like lively, very exciting, they're fun, they're spontaneous, they're adventurous, you know? So I feel like she was really looking forward to, or very excited to go perform, okay? Because again, with this 8 of Pentacles, this is a card of work. Technically, her work is performing on stage, right? Putting on a show. So I really feel like she was looking forward to it and she was excited to go into work, okay? To perform. And again, she's very apologetic. She's very sincere in that apology as well, is what I'm getting. The Page of Wands, pages in general, they're like a much more innocent energy, okay? That's kind of like the apprentice of the deck as well. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles here. So this definitely has to do with money. It's almost as though like people are fighting over how successful she is. And it's crazy because it's like, you know, all she did was work hard, and she really fought for her spot here in the industry where she's at now. It's not like it just came to her in a matter of days. You know, she's gotten to where she's at after 16, 15 years of putting the work in. Okay, Nine of Pentacles represents somebody who is very financially secure, somebody who is extremely abundant, very prosperous, okay, and they can really just bask in the ambience of everything that they've worked really hard for. This is, you know, the fruits of your labor really, really being here for you to pick and for you to bask in. Okay, but with this Five of Wands here, it's like giving me more money, more problems. There are people in the background. And notice how, like, in this card, none of them are women. Okay, they're all men fighting over this Nine of Pentacles, the independent woman, the woman who is making a name for herself, again, in her own lane here. Okay, so you have a lot of people, again, in the background, people that we don't necessarily see or know about, that are fighting about how successful she is. And it's like they want to be eating off of her, is the energy that I'm getting. Okay, and the fact that I even put the Five of Wands underneath the Two of Swords, again, that blindfolded energy, these are people that we don't hear about. We don't see them. Okay, again, the men in the suits, the executives at these labels and stuff like that. And that could be like the third party energy behind this, just trying to find a way to sabotage her success or her growth or her progress here. Okay, and then I have, again, with the Page and the Five of Wands, that Six of Wands. Six of Wands can talk about having a victory, you know, coming out on top, being very popular, people having a lot of eyes on you, the Six of Wands. Okay, it's also people who have a lot of respect for you, having a lot of fans, someone who's very admired, you know. So it's like no matter what they try to do, all of this bickering, all this fighting over her, and all this, again, trying to create drama and blockages for her, Six of Wands, it's like she always seems to come out on top regardless. And again, she's got the Six of Wands is a card of, again, having a lot of fans, a lot of people watching and onlooking you. So her fan base is absolutely insane. And it's like no matter what they try to do or what picture they try to paint of her, her fan base is going to hold it down no matter what, you know. Let's see, why is this here? Okay, Knight of Pentacles, why is this here? Oops. Wow. Oh wow, look at the bottom, the Hierophant is here, Taurus energy. And ooh, wow, okay. Yeah, the Hierophant and the Devil. And I want to point something out too, guys. I just dropped a bunch of cards that I'm going to use and flip over in a second in the rest of the spread, but I'm just pointing out what's at the bottom. Okay, this is literally God and the Devil. The Hierophant is, again, the industry, the people in charge, the powers that be. This is governmental structures, okay? People who are in charge, the people that you answer to or make the rules. And then you have the Devil card here. This is my entertainment industry, my contract card. This is also toxicity, okay? Like, they're damn near obsessed with slowing down her money, okay? I don't even read reversals, guys, but the Knight of Pentacles is here. I am going to turn it upright, but I'm going to point that out, okay? It did flip it came out in the reverse. So this is like the industry, the powers that be, trying to slow down her money. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright is already slow, okay? It's already very, very slow and steady moving, very patient, okay? And in the reverse, it's almost as like it's a dead halt, it's a stop, okay? But keep that in mind. And I already said that. The fact that you have the Ritual card here, it's like these people are messing, the people behind the scenes, the powers that be, it's like they're dipping and dabbling in a lot of like nasty, evil work here, okay? And another card that I have here, the High Priestess. Okay, this is giving me spiritual work, again, with the people you don't see, the people you don't hear about, the people that don't come out of the shadows. This is spiritual work, This is the holder of all esoteric knowledge, okay? And this combined with the Hierophant and the Devil card, yeah, people are working behind the scenes to create a toxic environment for her. And they're dealing with evil spirits here. Like, it's very loud and it's very clear. Okay, this devil and the high priestess. The high priestess is, again, a holder of esoteric knowledge, like somebody who has access to the Akashic record, someone who is into spiritual work. They're very intuitive. So she's literally dealing with I'm hearing like the devils of the industry at this point. Like, it's very clear here. If you are a reader yourself, an intuitive, a spiritual person, a medium, a psychic, whatever it is, you know this energy together is really not the best. Okay? Yeah, so then you have the Fool here. Okay, this is Aries, Aquarius energy. The Fool is another very free, very fun-loving energy. Okay, this is somebody who's not afraid to take risks. You know, this is like one of the very first cards in the deck. They haven't necessarily been jaded by life and the circumstances and the BS that goes on. They're just ready to go, ready to jump off a cliff and excited to take on the journey. Okay, this is also an energy of being kind of naive. It's like they almost thought that she would be naive or something, or they like played her as a fool, you know, but she is very spiritually in tune here with this High Priestess card. You know, even outside of this situation, it's like she knows things intuitively without having to be told them, I feel like. And again, she's been in this industry for a very long time. So there's things that go on behind the scenes that us, the general public, may not be hip to. Okay? I don't know why I'm hearing her name, but I'm hearing Desiree Perez. I don't know why I'm hearing her name. I promise, like, I haven't seen anything about Desiree Perez connected to Nicki Minaj, this situation at all. Just in general, I haven't seen her name anywhere in all day or anything. And I'm hearing it in my spirit for some reason. And I feel like she could possibly be involved with this. Desiree Perez is one of the head honchos over there at Rock Nation, okay, next to Jay-Z. And there's going to be a lot of shit coming out about Jay-Z soon, guys. Even if it's not related to Nicki Minaj at all, that's great and dandy. If it's not, and I hope and pray to God that, you know, that's not the case. But I'm hearing her name for some reason, and I really feel like some type of spiritual work or something that happened behind the scenes is what's going to create or try to create this slow up in money for her, this stagnation in money for her. You know? It's like, again, they assumed that she would be stupid or that she would just fall for it. You know what I mean? Or that she would just, I'm hearing fell for the trap. Like, they expected her to just fall for the trap here. But again, the fact that she has everything documented and on camera, it's not a secret what happened, okay, with this High Priestess. It's out in the public. And again, she already stated herself that she's got a lot of other videos to back up what she's been saying here. Okay, and so, and I just really don't like the fact that that Devil card popped out in the Hierophant. I swear, you guys, before I hit the record button, I was like, please, God, please let me be wrong in my intuition about this, because I don't want that to be the case, as obvious as it is. And it basically just showed itself right there, you know? Let's see, what else do we need to know about this situation with Nicki? Holy Spirit, thank you. What else do we need to know regarding Nicki and this situation in Amsterdam? Thank you. Who is behind this? Who is behind this, Spirit? Thank you. Who is behind this? Again, this has to do with like her money and everything that she's doing, all of this income that she's making, all this progress that she's making. And they don't like to see it. They're basically not getting a piece of the pie, I feel like. And that seems to be like the problem here. Okay, there was definitely third-party interference. So it seems as though like the law enforcement was possibly paid in one way, shape, or form, or tipped off in a way to make this, to create this disturbance, or to create this situation for her. You know, and basically, again, to create blockages or to disrupt her travel plans. and again, her work with that Eight of Pentacles. Okay, who did this? Who did this? If this was set up, Spirit, who did this? Thank you. This was set up. Who did this? Ooh, okay. It's a lot of cards. Five of Cups here. That's an energy of sadness, regret. Okay, depression. Looking at the glass half empty versus half full. Okay, wow. Ten of Swords. I'm telling you guys, this is like a complete ending. The Ten of Swords is like the very, very last nail in the coffin. This is like backstabbing, betrayal. Okay, this is also like, this could potentially, depending what comes out around it, a fatal accident. Okay, if you guys remember early on in the read, one of the first cards out I had was the Death card. So it's like they wanted people to mourn. They wanted people to not support her anymore. Again, they want to put an end to her career. Like, seriously, simple as that. If not, I don't want to just straight out say an end to her life. Okay, I don't want to put that on people, especially like the people that I already named. But this is giving me like they're upset that this didn't work, basically, okay? Or they wanted people to feel this type of energy. They want her to feel less than, and they want her to feel defeated, okay? With that Ten of Swords here. And I really hope this is not the case, but again, Ten of Swords is an energy of like betrayal, backstabbing. Like, that's the worst thing you could possibly do to somebody or make somebody feel. So I feel like, again, somebody was tipped off, maybe somebody on her team, possibly. I really hope that's not the case, but, or again, this could just be the industry people, the executives, the people behind the scenes, behind in the shadows and the closed doors that we don't hear about, we don't see all the time, that, you know, that again are trying to like put the final nail in the coffin for her. Okay, then I have the Two of Wands. This is an energy of travel, making decisions as well, having a fork in the road. There's literally a globe in this guy's hand. And he kind of reminds me, I'm hearing like the word overseer. Okay, and yes, she was traveling overseas. This is a card of travel or planning to travel as well. And we know that was disrupted here. Okay, they literally put an end to her plans to travel to another country with the globe in her hand. But it gives me like overseer vibe. It's like this guy is literally watching from a distance with the globe in his hand. And it's like he's waiting to see what happens while he's watching. Okay, and it almost looks like he could possibly be like in a home or like on a balcony, like on a castle looking over the ocean or something. So these are people in high places that were observing this and watching this go on. Okay, from a distance, I feel like. Let's see what else is here. Yeah. Four of Swords. This is literally putting something to rest, or a situation, person, place, or thing. Okay. This is literally a man in a coffin. Okay. The Four of Swords is cease in communication here, rest and relaxation, needing to recharge. This is a meditation card as well. But again, it's literally a man in a coffin, like laying something or somebody to rest. It's like they expected this or her to come out of this and be defeated. Or it's like it seems as though they had a plan in place, okay, with this Two of Wands. Again, Two of Wands is planning. They may have had a plan in place to literally like take her life or possibly, allegedly injure her so that she wouldn't be able to continue touring. Okay, and oh God. I just heard Aaliyah in my head. This is giving me, because again, she was supposed to get on a private jet, on a plane. This all happened at an airport. Wow. And it seems as though like maybe they had a plan in mind. So I'm hearing a conversation in my head like, no, let's not do that. You know, we don't have to go that far. Okay, so it's like maybe somebody tried to make it a plan to like off her, or again like seriously injure her on this plane or while en route to the UK from Amsterdam, but somebody else was like, no, we don't have to do that. You know, why don't we do this instead? Again, the Two of Wands is a decision, picking between one or two options here. So it's like, you know what, instead of, you know, really ending her, why don't we just create an inconvenience for her? Why don't we just disrupt her day? You know what I mean? Oh, that's really, really, that's sad. That is sad. That's extremely heavy. Woo, that's a lot. Oh, wow. 'Cause again, I was hearing a conversation in my head like, no, we don't need to do that. You know, we could just do this instead. You know what I mean? I don't like this. I'm going to get like 2 more of these, and then I'll get you guys out of here. If this is making any sense to you, definitely leave a like on the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you guys see fit. I love to have y'all here, part of the family, but this energy is some nasty work. This is some nasty work. And they really are like trying to put a stop to her career in like one way or another. And like, if it's not going to work publicly, like with public perception, the stories in the media, because again, her fan base is so huge and they just love her and trust her so much that they don't fall for it. Or we're going to have to, and if that doesn't work, we're going to have to really end her for real in one way, shape, or form. And this was kind of, this seems like I'm hearing it's a warning. So it's like the people that are involved know what's up, but us, the general public, since we don't have it in writing or it wasn't said word for word, we don't know who else is involved in the background. You know what I'm saying? But she is fully aware. I feel like Nicki knows. Again, this high priestess, very intuitive, the holder of knowledge. Okay, she knows a lot but doesn't say a lot. You know, and again, I said that earlier. She's hinted a few times at things being a little shady in the business, but she never really goes out on a limb and says who, what, where, when, and why specifically. So it's like an unspoken relationship between her and the barbs. It's like, if you know type of energy, you know, without her actually having to spill the beans and say names on people. Okay, let me get 2 more of these, please. And the energy is nasty work. Yeah, I just heard fallen star. Yeah, so I have the star card here, guys. It just fell out. If you can see it on the camera, it did fall out in the reverse. I don't read reversals, okay? You can check out any of my other readings. I never read reversals, but I will acknowledge that, okay? It did come out in the reverse. Again, I was hearing something about like a fallen star. They tried to really shoot her star down or kill her joy, kill her optimism, kill her spirit is what I'm getting. Okay, I believe Nicki does have Aquarius in her chart. I think she's like an Aquarius rising or something, because there's a lot of air energy here as well. Okay, and this star card does represent the Aquarius. Yeah, and like with this 4 of Swords, it's like they really tried to, like, I'm hearing star whack. Like they tried to star whack her. If you guys are not familiar with that term, star whackers, that's a term that they use very like loosely back in the day for people that would off other celebrities, basically. Okay, star whacking. And everybody is, you know, uses that word conspiracy. Not everything is a conspiracy. Just because it's something that may sound a little outlandish, or it's not what you're familiar with, or you don't understand it fully, doesn't make it untrue, and it doesn't make it a conspiracy. Okay, so that whole stuff with the industry, the machines, I think she said that in a song, like, it's corporate giants and machines that went against me. Like, that rings extremely true. And the fact that it's even popping up in my head right now during this reading, that's exactly what's going on. Okay, then you have the Justice card here, Libra energy. This is karma. Okay, this is also things balancing out. So she knows that because of her faith, her strong faith in like her spirituality, her faith in God, and again her faith and belief in herself and the barbs. Okay, her fan base is extremely strong, so she knows that this will balance itself out. And I think she's just gonna let God handle this, basically, is what I'm getting. And then if she does decide to move forward legal, like on legal terms, I see her possibly doing that, getting a lawyer involved with this. Okay, and karma is really going to eat these people up, like, for real. And she knows that. That's why I think she's going to just sit back and be quiet. She may not even bring too much more attention to this after the next couple of weeks or couple of days, because she's just going to, she's going to let God do his thing, and she's going to let the law do their thing. Okay, but she has a lot of faith. Again, I brought that up very early in the reading. She's a very positive, spirited person, very positive attitude. You know, she always has her head up, it seems like. Of course, we all have days where we go through sadness or anxiety or feeling not the greatest. Okay, so we all go through that, and Nicki Minaj is a human still, so she's no different. But overall, okay, she knows the type of star power she has. She knows that she is very protected spiritually here, and she knows that karma, universal law, okay, it's gonna basically handle this the way that it needs to be. Okay, but yeah, this is very interesting. I don't like this energy at all, you know, and I really hope that, you know, folks here in the comments don't get on my ass or get on my case about what I'm picking up here. Do a reading, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you guys are spiritual yourself, or you do readings, you're a medium, or you watch a lot of tarot, then you should know the basic meanings behind these cards. So when they come together to tell a story, I feel like this is basically confirming what a lot of people already felt. Okay, so I see this turning out for her much better, and it's like, and they try, they're gonna attempt every chance they get, but she's very spiritually protected, I feel like, and it's almost as though, again, she's really like on her purpose. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. Okay, so it's like when God has something that's meant for you, no one else can take it away from you. Simple as that, you know. But I'm gonna leave this reading here. I am definitely absolutely sending hugs, my love and light to Nicki and her team, her family, after going through something like this, because like I mentioned earlier, I feel like this could be something that is going to be almost like very traumatizing for her, or something that she's going to need a lot of time to really process and heal from this, because I feel like it almost hasn't registered to her that this has really gone on, or that these people in higher places, the powers that be, really are willing to go this far, okay, to take her out, either public image wise, or out of work, not being able to continue her tour, or take her out like physically. I just feel like this is really shaking her up, even though she may not, again, say it to us, or wear her heart on her sleeve to us publicly, get on a live crying her eyes out. She's not gonna do all that. But I feel like internally this is really like fucking with her. Okay, so please send your prayers to her, uplift her, and all of that, if you guys, you know, see fit and you have it in your heart and your spirit to do that, because I feel like she could really use like the love and the positive energy from the people that really do care about her. Okay, because these people in the industry do not, and they're ready to see her out, basically. Okay. But I'm gonna leave this reading here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, or if this made sense to you, definitely leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you know. And I love you guys so much, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.